Hello. So I'm out here at a parking lot in Minneapolis because I'm recording video for my upcoming sub-school workshop starting in a week. So if you want to find out about it, just search for sub-school or look at the events on my Facebook page. But I just wanted to give you a quick tour of the videos I'm shooting. So, teaching audio online can be hard. And especially when you're doing it by yourself, it's hard to be your own cameraman and set all the stuff up. Anyway, one of the ways that I've decided to get around that is by recording some things ahead of time. And I want to give people the entire practical experience of designing, setting up, verifying, and listening to subwoofer arrays. And so this is part of that. I'm going through the entire experience myself. Then I'll be showing you how I did it, and then you can do it yourself and follow along with me. So I've got, I'm running my audio analyzer back here. I'm using Crosslight today. And then I'm back behind me. I've got my subwoofers set up. So I'm going to turn the camera around. And can I do that while this is going? Looks like I can't. Oh yeah, I can. So here we go. Oh, can't turn your phone. Okay. So here's my setup today. So I've got an EV. I'm making this really hard on myself, right? I've got three different brands and models: an EV speaker, a Mackie, and a JBL. Why an extra sub? Well, I could only find 4 of the same model, so I brought one extra so I could have 5 at least to make these arrays with. And why are they set up this way? Well, because the first thing I'm going to do here is measure all 3 of these at once and create an alignment preset. And so that's one of the things that I'm going to be teaching you how to do at Subschool, is to create your own presets and design your own subwoofer arrays. And when you create your preset ahead of time, that makes it so much easier to deploy in the field. I never wait till I get into the field anymore to design presets. I always measure and design them ahead of time. So that's what I'm doing here. I've basically marked out a 3-meter perimeter from this central position where I have my microphone, and I'm testing out using a piece of glass to make it really shiny. It's probably not necessary, but I went to the hardware store and I could not find a piece of tile. They didn't have any tile, so I'm testing glass, and it seems to be working pretty well, but honestly, I don't know if it's better than just normal asphalt yet. I'll have to take the glass away and then see what changes it makes. So I just used a piece of string and pulled it out to 3 meters and then drew this ellipse here and then lined up all of the speakers. And these are pretty easy because they're all powered and there's no settings except for, I think, polarity inversions. So they're all just running their default settings. So I start by measuring one at a time, and then I load those into Crosslight, and then I start building the preset there. And I'll also be doing demos, of course, with Smart and maybe REW and other audio analyzers. So I guess to finish up the tour, I've got my output processor here. I've programmed a little control panel here with Audio Architect. By the way, if any of you are Audio Architect experts and know how I can make this panel bigger, I've never figured that out. It's always so tiny, I think because I'm using Parallels on my machine. So the next thing I'm going to be doing today is setting up a horizontal array. So I've got my wireless microphone here, and I'll be setting that up so that I can then verify everything once I have it set up. And I'm using chalk on the ground here so that I can mark everything out, and then I'll go out into the parking lot here and do my listening and measurement tests. So I definitely recommend that if you are able, that you do the same thing. Even if you're not going to take Subschool, of course. It's important to practice, and it's important to practice with real speakers. So we use our modeling software as much as we can, but then ideally we want to get out into the world and use these speakers in some space that is unhurried, right? You can't really do training on a show. there's just too much pressure, there's too much of a time crunch, so you need to find a way to do it outside of a show environment. Okay, so that's what I'm working on today. Let me know if you have any questions about Sub School. It starts in a week, and it will be, I think, 4 classes over 4 weeks, each of them 90 minutes each. We're going to talk about arc subs and gradient arrays and left-right complications, and then alignment. Okay, thanks everybody. Oh, so I see you guys are asking some questions. Let's see. Are you still running Smart? Yes, I'm going to do demos with Smart as well, just starting with Crosslight today. And I think those are all the questions. Thanks, Tyson. All right, see you guys later.